Listen to Devin Vassell. I think he should be pretty happy and excited about what just happened. What's up, Spurs clan? What's up, July? All right, let's listen to what listen to what he has to say. Make sure it's sped up. Oh gosh. All right.
You had the opportunity during the offseason to work out with Kevin Durant, who is somebody that you're known to look up to. I'm just wondering what that experience was like for you, and did he leave you with anything to go into this
He's known to look up to Kevin Durant? Okay.
new season with?
Yeah, first off, that was kind of surreal for me. KD is probably one of my
Stan, tell me what the tell me what the video is, or you can post the video in the chat. And then we can watch it. Gosh, it's getting screw it. We'll do it. We can watch it.
my favorite players when I was growing up. So to be able to get workouts in and play pickup and everything, it was huge. He told me a bunch of stuff. He gave me some advice, but at the end of the day, he really just told me just to be me. Don't let anybody change the way I play, and at the end of the day, just play with pace, play confident, and be a great teammate. He told me a lot more, but I think that's right now. That's all I can say. My knee is great. It was tough last year, battling back and forth, in and out of games, having to sit out, having to do a surgery and everything. But I took a lot away from that. Was always in good spirits and high spirits, talking to the team. But I feel great. I'm ready to get the season going. So just know my knee feels great.
Hey, Devin, Pop talked about you taking on more of a leadership role. What does that entail for you? Like, what are you trying to do with the team?
Truthfully, I'm just being myself. I don't think I'm doing anything that's out of character. I've been in the league, which is crazy for me to say I'm a vet going into my fourth year. But, we got a lot
You are not a vet in your fourth year. Stan says, I can translate it unless you use VPN. Send it to me on Twitter, and maybe it'll be like a separate video. If you could send me what the translation is, then maybe I can do a separate video on it. But send it to me through Twitter, and we'll take a look at it after this.
Guys, I'm just trying to sit there and help them out with whatever, if it's on the court, off the court. I've been doing a lot of stuff with the team, trying to go to team dinners, trying to do some team bonding stuff, so everybody just likes each other. Everybody knows that when you're in the heat of the game and either somebody's getting cursed out or whatever it is, it's not because you don't like them, it's because at the end of the day you want to push them to be great.
It's so crazy how things have just progressed into this. Like, people really legitimately thought, this was back in 2015 when people were so worried about when Tim Duncan leaves. I saw so many Spurs fans saying, once Duncan leaves, Pop won't be able to curse you out no more. That's it. That's over. And it's dude, it's a cultural thing. It's a system. It's a system at this point. You can't, it's going to trickle over. It's a domino effect, right? It didn't just stop with Duncan. It didn't. Guys that were on that team, Patty Mills was still on that team, Manu Ginobili was still playing, and then they taught the young guys, and then those young guys, they were like, all right, and the Spurs even do it. They make sure when they draft someone that they have high character. Sometimes primo, but it's gonna continue. This is gonna be forever. It's a cultural thing now. It's forever. Hopefully, it's forever.
I mean, everything's been good. We've been having great turnouts. People's been coming. I think people are excited for this year, and everybody's ready for a bigger and a better role. So I'm excited.
How the vets meshed?
Guys, it'll continue even when Popovich is gone. Maybe it'll be a little bit different as far as the coaching style or whatever. But this type of character, the culture of winning, it'll always be there. The Spurs have always been a winning franchise, by the way. Even before the championships, everyone think about the Spurs 99 and out. They were a winning team before that. They always were a winning team. Their record was always ridiculous. They just couldn't get over that hump. But the Spurs were always a winning franchise. Like that, they always been that.
Just your thoughts on him in general, and also defensively, how much better can you guys be with him?
Clan, do you think this year Devin will break out? I felt like he broke out last season. He just didn't get enough playing time. So yes. Breakout in the sense of people, he will be on notice and people will actually pay attention because Wemby and national televised games, I'm sure they'll have more wins than last season. Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be night and day. 7-5 protecting the paint. I don't think there's you can't say anything else about that. Vic has came in here and he's fit basically perfectly. He comes in, he asks questions. As a rookie, he came in a little nervous, but I think now he's starting to get more comfortable, and you can see it. On both sides of the floor, he's starting to become more and more confident, and he's going to be a big part of this, and we're going to need him to be confident and trusting.
Clan, do you think Wemby changes the system, or will it be the same? Well, I mean, I guess when I say system, I mean just culture in general. I meant it more like a psychological type, level and social level. As far as like on the court, yeah, he changes a lot. I think they'll play a little bit different. But the thing is, Pop just adjusts to whoever he has on the offense. You see what I mean? The offense. Yeah. He's going to change the offense. But I don't think that we'll see it a lot this season. This is my prediction. Because Wemby coming in, he's still like learning. He got to catch up to NBA speed. And then the type of player he is, he's not going to go out there. Like we see all these highlights of he crossed this person over and he shot the shot, missed it, and put back his own dunk. He's going to have these moments. But even if you watch, I think we'll get more of what we saw from Victor from the French playoffs. So if you go back and you watch him in the French playoffs, he was actually more of a, okay, I'm getting a lot of attention, but I'm passing off my teammates. I'm being more of a facilitator. You know, I'm letting the game come to me. We'll see more of that. I don't think we'll see like Wemby crossing people over every single game. I don't know. We're gonna see like it'll be enough where ESPN can roll with it and post it, and everyone's like, oh, Wemby, he's just a murderer. But I think that he's gonna take more of a not necessarily backseat, but more of a facilitation. I'm just part of the team type role right now. And then as time goes on and he gets better, I think that it'll become more of a give it to Wemby and get out the way type offense. That's just my prediction though.
I think it's fair to say a couple times last season, you were a little vocal about a certain segment of the fan base being a little too into the race for the #1 draft pick.
Sure.
Now that Victor's here, you're kind of glad it went the way it did.
No, for sure. I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm talking about is, which came out on my live, is at the end of the
Can I predict what he's gonna? No, I'm
day,
listening.
I'm trying to sit here. We're trying to win basketball games. We're not sitting here trying to not win. We're not sitting here going into a game saying, let's just lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That just doesn't sit right with me. I'm a competitor. I want to win. Like, you see all these banners in here. You want to win championships. You don't want to sit here and not win games. So for people to try and encourage us to lose games, it just didn't sit right with me. But Victor's a great guy. Victor's come in, and I mean, I have no problem with Victor. Me and Victor talk all day, every day. So it's no problems.
I feel personally attacked. Obviously, as a fan, I don't care what Devin Vassell is saying right now. I wanted them to lose. I don't care. I wasn't like saying, wow, Devin, go out there and purposefully lose. Like, I was fine with the team going out there doing their thing. I said management has to make sure that we lose. Okay. Maybe coaching has to make sure at times with the certain lineups that we lose. That's what I felt like we needed to do. The front office did a phenomenal job of that. They made sure that the Spurs were not good enough where we would lose a lot of games. Never said that the players should want to lose. Never said that they need to wait and just hope for a Wembanyama to come and save them. Never thought that was the way to go. I thought that, yeah, they need to go out there and compete. But at the end of the day, if you're not good enough, you're not good enough. And that's how I felt about the Spurs. They just weren't good enough. And our front office did a phenomenal job of making sure that they were not going to be good enough to win. So, and Popovich rotations were crazy last season.
And I'll be the one to ask you. You're due for a contract extension here, or at least eligible. How's that going, and what are your thoughts on that process?
Oh, this is before. Okay. I think it happened the same day. He already knows about it. Be honest.
As it plays out.
Yeah. Just know I want to be a Spur for a long time. And that's all I can say.
Devin.
Pop talked about last year being a development year and this year being a winning year. What do you see from this team that y'all can improve on to get those wins?
I mean, I think the elephant in the room is our defense. We were pretty much dead last on defense. Everybody just got to pick it up. You know, as me being a leader of the team, I got to sit here and start with that. And everybody, I know, if they see me doing it, if they see Katie doing it, if they see Jeremy playing defense, everybody got to follow suit. So I think that's the biggest thing that we're going to do this year is really focus on defense and getting stops and pride ourselves on that.
Devin, as much as folks talk about getting better, right, every game and just letting the process play out, in terms of goals as a team,
I'll look.
you guys
If you send it to me on Twitter, I'll look.
The goals team-wise.
The goals
I don't
will be
think there's
win.
anything in particular, like a specific goal. I know for us, it's literally just getting better each and every day. We're ready to get into the season, scrimmage, preseason, and just see how we go, how we bond, and, you know, how that's going to be. Obviously, our goal is to win more games than we did last year and not be last on defense. And, you know, all the goals that we have, I'm going to keep in
Were we last on defense?
the house, truthfully.
How about individually for you?
I mean, I think just improving on last year. I think I showed spurts of, you know, offensively what I can do. Defensively, I just want to be more consistent. And, you know, just helping the team get wins. That's all I care about is winning.
Devin, Pop was mentioning that his sense was that you guys are just ready to get to that next stage. What in that next stage are you most excited about? Whether it's playing with these new guys or seeing how the defense is improving, what has you a little bit more fired up today?
I don't know. It's a different energy around here. I mean, I think we all know with Victor coming, it's been a different energy in San Antonio. I think we're all just ready to see it. You know, since I've been out here in San Antonio, I got drafted COVID year. That was crazy. We had no fans. Yeah, for sure. And then, you know, the past couple of years, it just hasn't been this type of excitement around.
We were
you know what I'm saying?
last?
So I think for it to be.
Why
how
didn't
it
I
is
know
right now,
this?
and the excitement and people are already trying to.
I didn't know we
sold
were
out.
last.
It's going to be a great excitement and a great year.
This is what I'm saying. So I'm trying to tell y'all. This is a tank, okay? This is a tank right here. Look at the 3 worst defensive teams in the NBA last season. Detroit, Rockets, and Spurs. Ain't that funny? And Cleveland Cavaliers were the best. Memphis Grizzlies were second. Any other shockers on here? Phoenix was pretty high. And Nuggets were mid. God, Jokic, I know his back hurt.
Dev, Coach Pop said that your body this year is different than we've been used to seeing. How has your body changed since we saw you last, and how do you hope to apply that on the court?
Truthfully, all this summer I worked on just getting stronger, not just my legs, but I mean, like you said, my whole body. I'm not trying to sit out no more games. I'm not trying to sit out and miss any games. So that was like my main focus.
I would not procrastinate. I would God, what am I trying to say? I'm stumbling on words. I'm gonna listen to him for a minute.
Get stronger and get ready for the season, so I'm not missing any time. I want to work on getting big. I want to work on finishing at the rack, and I feel like this off season I put in a lot of work in the weight room, so it's gonna show.
Nice. I was gonna say I would instigate. I would tell Devin, I'm like, hey, so check it out. So we talked to James Harden, or did you see the James Harden interview 5 minutes ago? He said you're trash and you're never gonna be anything. What's your response to that? I have a job for a day. Pop said you ain't built like that. What's your response, Devin? I would do that so quick. Kawhi said you ain't him. Yeah, he said you ain't him, and he said your hair looks stupid. What you guys say to that? Yeah, it got tweeted out 10 seconds ago actually.
Hey Devin,
We're definitely hooping.
Hey Devin, you have so many different players.
We hooping this year.
Different positions. What is that going to be like in the season, and what was that like during y'all summer's workouts where you could kind of mix people around?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're a team that can switch, maybe 1 through 3, some games 1 through 4, and that helps. Being able to switch is I don't know. It's tricky though. It depends on who you're playing, but being able to switch, it helps you out. It puts you in the right rotations. It keeps you on the help side, like certain stuff like that. So I think as long as we take pride on defense, we'll be all right.
Talk about the excitement and everything. What is something that you've seen Wemby do in practice or whatever that's like really impressed you?
Man, honestly, let's just put it this way. I think every game he's gonna do something to where you just turn around and be like, huh? Like it just doesn't make sense. Like sometimes he makes the hoop just look so little, or he does something like he'll shoot a step back and you're like, did he really just shoot that? And then he makes it. So y'all are gonna have a great time watching him play this season. It's gonna be fun.
Hey, Dev, Pop talked about the depth being better this year. What have you seen in open gym from the guys that might be on that second team?
Yeah, I mean, people have been in the gym this summer for sure. It's a lot of people who come out. I mean, I got to give a shout out to Malachi because he's been hooping this year. He's been hooping this summer. But I mean, it's a bunch of young guys that I think is going to take that big next step. We got Jew. We got some vets coming off the bench. So it's going to be exciting. Like you said,
Devin Vassell is like the perfect person to be working with Malachi, by the way.
We would definitely have more depth this year, and I think everybody's going to excel in their roles. Appreciate it.
Nice. It's over finally. It's much more tolerable when we have it up to 1.5 speed. So he said we hooping this year, and that made me think of something. This made me think of something. Clanthemerchfan.com. Link in the description if you guys want to support. And we are indeed hooping. We are indeed hooping this year. We are hooping this year. So if you guys want to support, link in the description there. Good stuff though. Really good stuff. Nice.